Edith, I'm Sarah from The Upcoming. So lovely to chat to you. Very well. So are you looking forward to hosting this awards tonight, or honours, should we say? And what are you expecting from the evening?
I am very nervous, which is, I like getting nervous. It's a good thing. It keeps me on my toes. I'm really looking forward to the acceptance speeches because everyone knows they've won. So the pressure's off. They don't have to do that uncomfortable, losing face. And so, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what everybody's got to say, about knowing that they've been recognised and honoured tonight. So, yeah.
And you're kind of one of my idols, because obviously you do what I do, but on a much bigger scale. What do you think your secret is to interviewing, staying in the loop, always finding new and interesting projects to work on? What's your secret?
I love what I do. I never take it for granted. I listen, I think, is really important. And I was just saying that, kind of thinking about these people as human beings rather than famous movie stars or whatever. They're just people. And so for me, it's about having a conversation. And so that listening is a big part of that. And I love a deep dive into research. I lose days. My kids have wondered where I've gone when I've gone and done a deep dive of research. So, yeah, that's kind of all that sort of doing your homework and being prepared, really. It's all in the memory bank then.
And do you think from our side of things, sometimes I think that there's great gender representation or representation in terms of film critics and who's doing the interviews, and then now and then you go to a junket and it seems to be all guys, or a film festival. How do you see that landscape,
Well, I'm not a journalist, so I'm not kind of qualified really to sort of answer that. All I can do is kind of do my bit to sort of fight the fight, really. And even on things like when I'm doing my podcast soundtrack and making sure, if I look kind of, and I've had 5 weeks where it's all been men, it's okay, I need to rectify that. And so it's really kind of making sure that you check in with all that. And I think that that's what every production or newspaper or website should be doing, is kind of going, we've given these assignments to 5 men, and it's about the responsibility lies with those people, really. So, and it relies on us, kind of making sure that we're shouting about what we want to do. So, yeah, that's kind of where I am. If that answers your question.
And such amazing British talent here tonight. All the stuff that's come out this year, and the stuff's been highlighted in the awards. It feels like it's a really exciting time for British talent. Who's really stood out for you this year?
Well, Charlotte's film After Sun really stood out for me. I remember seeing it for the first time and kind of being a Scot, very sort of selfishly proud of her being a first-time Scottish filmmaker. What she's done with that film and the performances she got out of Paul, and Finding Frankie as well was just extraordinary. So I think when you look at that, it's going, oh my God, this is the first thing she's done, where she can go from that. And the attention that particular performance is attached to Paul as well, I just think it's things like that, that whole thing. And she's a female filmmaker, it's brilliant.
Are you sad about Nicola Sturgeon?
Yeah, I think she's. I don't agree with a lot of her politics, but I think in terms of someone in power, particularly where we are in this current day of having a politician that you kind of trust and admire, she's one of very few. So I think people need to kind of almost use her as an example and go, that's the kind of person that I want to, in terms of standing by what you believe in, but also talking to people in a way that they understand rather than just lying to them.
Very true. Well, really enjoy the night. Thanks so much. Lovely to chat to you.